morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy day before Thanksgiving. Hey, I do want to reach out and say thank you to everybody and to have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. If you're here and you're going to check out earlier today, or even if you're not here, hope you have a terrific Thanksgiving. I really don't see today being any kind of a crazy day, and I don't see Friday being any kind of a crazy day, one way or the other. So I really don't, well, not really. I simply don't have any trade ideas. Good morning, Julie. Hello, Russell. How are you? But what I want to talk about is, well, you'll see. Let's look at the SPY here, and we as traders, we have this thirst. We have a thirst to trade. We do. We have a hunger to get out there and trade. And sometimes we don't even care what the overall market is doing. Let's just find a hot stock. You know, like I happen to think Bank of America is pretty good looking right here. I happen to think Bank of America, anything over 46.70, we'll call it 75, is pretty nice. We've got a nice little breakout here. Looks good, right? Well, here's where this thirst comes in. And sometimes we set aside what the bigger picture is doing just so we can satisfy that hunger to trade. And maybe sometimes we need to consider eating better or going on a diet. And let me show you what I mean here. If you take a look at the SPY, you've got to ask yourself, all this through here, is this really what you want the market to look like? Think of the market like a great big boat. And you're going across the ocean. Do you want the boat rickety? Because that's a rickety chart right there. That's very rickety. Or do you want a chart that is cruising? I mean, floating, nice, no holes, not rickety, trending? Or do you want that rickety right there? And I look at the SPY and I don't see any good reason to be trading, really, because it's just rickety in here. It's not stable. I'm not saying that we can't go higher. I'm not saying that we can't explode and fall horribly. We could, and we could come in here and we could pretty much guess, take bets. But where's our edge in this right here? Where's our edge? And sometimes we get this hunger and this thirst. We don't want to wait till that breakout. When the reality is, if we would just wait for that breakout, and this right here is no different than this right here. If we wait for that breakout, there's goodles of opportunity to trade in here. Now, just because the SPY goes up, has a slight little pullback, up, that doesn't mean the chart you're following, like that Bank of America we just looked at. Just because the SPY moves up doesn't mean that Bank of America or Tesla or Riot or GM or Ford, it doesn't mean that they're going to be copying this. There's always an opportunity in the market as long as we're trending. There's opportunities in the market right now. There truly is. It's just that, do you want to be in this boat out in the great big ocean with all those sharks and that deep, deep water when it's rickety? And it looks rickety to me. I have no edge. Look at the diamonds. Again, we have this, as traders, we have this hunger, we have this thirst to trade because we have this candle right here on what we think it could be support. As traders, this is what, the type of thing we look for. And we're willing to get on that boat and set sail across the water when we really don't know if we're going to move up. Now, if the diamonds was to do this, great for anybody that got into that boat. Terrific. The trouble is, in real, honest trading life, the majority of people are going to crash this boat and sink. And if we would go back, and this is a perfect time of the year to do this, if we go back and analyze our past year, look at our best days might be a little bit too quick. Look at our best weeks, our best months, and then go analyze the overall market and see how it compares with your trading. And I will bet you dollars to donuts that the better trades were made, the more successful trades were made after the breakout, not in that rickety boat. And I'm speaking of long in this case here. Trying to catch that bottom. This candle right here. Oh yeah, boy, look at that. The potential of that J hook is just screaming, making my belly ache with hunger, making me just delirious with thirst. So I'm going to start trading the market here rather than actually wait for the J hook breakout. That's right, J hook breakout really is not till it breaks out. All this is leading up to it. And if we just take a few basic principles to trading and trade higher highs. So here we've pulled out, we've made a low. We need to make a high and come back and test. And this can be done on an intraday time frame. We don't have to stick with a daily for this. You can back it down to a 3-bar chart, hourly chart, something like that. And you can see that chart pattern setting up on the intraday chart. But now that you look at this, you think, okay, that might have been the smartest thing in the world not getting into this. But now let's just dive into this market. Let's just get all kinds of crazy before we have proven that this boat's going to float. Remember, there's some sharks out there, and they're hungry, and they eat people. Make no mistake of that. That water is deep, and you will drown. So rather than try to grab the thirst of what's showing right here, how about we wait till it breaks out? And while this is not the best of examples, but if we just took this downtrend here and let's make this color. So this is untradeable down here. Let's just consider this absolutely, it's cold too, yeah. This is absolutely untradeable in my personal opinion. Totally untradeable. Here we had this rally up. Okay, we're getting somewhere, but look what happened. We threw a shooting star in there. All right, maybe we better just pump the brakes just a little bit. Let's stay in that foot water instead of go out there to 100 feet water. And besides, what do we need? We need a low, high, higher low, don't we? And we need a higher high, right? If we just stuck with that one simple little trading principle right there, that makes all this untradeable. Totally untradeable. And if we just waited for that, look at the opportunity that could have been had through there. Now, this is the diamonds. Just because the Dow is moving up doesn't mean every single stock out there in the stock market is moving up. What I'm trying to say is, if you wait for the overall market to get bullish, there's going to be ample trades out there. Sure, maybe that one you're looking at is helping push the market up, so you miss that one. But there are hundreds of other trades out there setting up. Maybe you wait for little pullbacks or little breakouts somewhere else, or whatever your chart pattern is. Doesn't matter. I'm just trying to look at this market and trying to figure out, is this really where I want to want my overall trading? Is this what I want as my trading buddy? Is what the market looks like? I meant to put IWM up there. IWM. There we go. Is that what I want? Oh my God. We have a doji here. Yippee-ki-yay. That doesn't mean squat. Indecision, we can all agree on that. But it doesn't mean buy. Do we want to risk it right here? Or do we want to wait till it breaks out? What would you like at your back? A little wee winnie doji, or a chart pattern that works? And again, this is so important. Please don't take my word for it. Prove it to yourself. You can either wait till this happens, if it happens, or you can go back and find where it's happened in the past, and it has. Wait for that breakout. Wait for that test. Let the market prove itself. Now, go look for charts in this time frame, back whenever this date was, if you go back in history. Or if this is going to be a test going forward, if this happens, you will find buckets of trades that you could have gotten in. You don't have to dive in because we have a little doji here. Now, this is true with any chart too, not just the market. You don't have to dive into this and pick it up here. You can wait till it breaks out. You want the chart to be working for you. I would bet that 99% of all traders are actually momentum traders. They just don't know it. They're traders that they get into something, they want it to move up. Majority of traders aren't going to catch the bottom because bottom picking doesn't work in the end. It really doesn't. So what happens is the chart starts moving up, and then traders start looking for reasons to buy. Welcome to the momentum world. Welcome to that world right there. So I just want to look at where am I now? Just look at this chart. Is that the chart you really want to trade? To have on your side? Now, let's go look at the transports. While I can say that about the transports, and I can certainly see a chart pattern possibly developing here. Absolutely. I can see this flag developing. But rather than catch it here, because there is a monster possibility that we fail here. And I'm not saying that it's in fact going to happen. I'm just saying that I have no edge here. But if I was to wait for this to break out and test, and hell, even go up here, there is going to be more trades out there that will be in your favor than you can possibly trade. And we don't have to be in this rickety boat out in that great big ocean with those hungry sharks in that deep, deep water that's cold, like Doug says. So, anyway, this is a good time of the year to maybe evaluate some of this stuff. Maybe start adjusting some of your trading to improve. Maybe you've been a very successful trader and you want to improve your trading. Maybe this helps, maybe it doesn't. Either way, this is a good time of the year to start working on those improvements. Maybe you're a trader that you haven't been able to find your butt with both your hands all year. This is a good time to reevaluate how you're looking at charts, how you might trade. And let me give you a clue. Simplicity is better. The more simple it is, the better it will be. So anyway, I really don't have any trade ideas out there today. It's Wednesday, this day before Thanksgiving. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you for being here, and I'll see everybody back here in about 15 minutes, okay? Thank you so much.